Time now for Focus. In today's edition, we look at the high cost of a new medicine that cures hepatitis C. The disease affects some 150 million people around the world. In England, the medicine costs €1,300. However, in India, the very same drug is 20 times cheaper. High prices in the West have led to waiting lists that are years long and even rationing of this miracle cure. Our team on the ground has this report.
Potter's Bar, a picturesque village in northern London, is where Karen Lawton resides. Like 200,000 other British people, she suffers from hepatitis C, an infectious disease that attacks the liver. Until recently, it was considered incurable.
I almost felt like I had a pet dragon, because Hep C is called the dragon. For 20 years I was quite healthy, and then maybe 3 years ago I started having symptoms. I was tired all the time, rashes, feeling like brain fog.
In late 2013, the American pharmaceutical company Gilead launched Sovaldi, a revolutionary new drug that can cure the disease in 3 months. Unfortunately, the British public health system can only afford the drug for patients whose disease has severely advanced. Unwilling to get sicker, Karen began looking outside Europe for treatment.
So these are how the drugs arrived, delivered straight from India. They're the generic drugs. And these drugs I bought over the internet, and it cost me just over £1,000.
At €1,300, the generic drugs are 50 times cheaper than what they cost in England.
My liver enzymes are back to normal, and the virus is dying by the million. So, good news. Very good news.
In the UK, the generic version of Sovaldi is not available. Gilead holds the patent on Sovaldi, and the British government, as in France, is bound by complex intellectual property laws. They can only sell the company's version. But in India, Gilead entered into a special agreement with local companies, giving them the right to manufacture and sell the same drug for a much lower price. Dr. Hill is a fierce critic of the existing system.
Here's the price for a course of treatment to cure hepatitis C. In the USA, $84,000. In France, $46,000. We don't have the money to treat everybody with hepatitis C at the current prices. It would destroy our health service. I think the behaviour of Gilead with their high prices is stopping us from eradicating hepatitis C.
Faced with high prices, England has limited access to the drug only for the sickest patients. The other buyers have to wait months or even years. Some have even begun turning to buyers' clubs, a group of people who illegally source the generic versions from India or Bangladesh. Greg Jeffries and David Cowley, who treated themselves with generics, run 2 separate buyers' clubs. Each day, hundreds of patients from across the globe contact them through social media.
Patients, when they receive the medications, are very, very happy. And I'm happy for them too.
The roles involve putting patients in touch with reliable suppliers in India and Bangladesh.
Make the medicine
I organise for them to send me the money, the documents, everything like that. I send all that to a trustworthy supplier in India, and are reliable in terms of dispatching and so on.
It's exactly the same medicine, exactly the same treatment, exactly the same quality.
7,000 kilometers away in the city of Mumbai in India, we meet Parag Jain, one of the suppliers who has provided drugs to buyers' clubs across the world. So far, he has helped over 2,000 patients in 20 countries.
Any invention in America or any developed economy is respected with, they are given a right to exclusively sell that product for an average of 25-30 years. And they call this patent. We call it outright monopoly, and just extreme greed. These are life-saving medicines, and I have seen people dying because they were not affordable. These medicines were not affordable to them in their own countries.
This revolutionary new drug is also rationed in France, a situation that many patients view as a grave injustice. Under French law, the drug cannot be imported from India. Veronica has lived with the disease for 20 years. Her illness has reached a fairly advanced stage, but she still cannot access the drug. She is also pregnant and risks transmitting hepatitis C to her unborn child.
We never make it to the list. You are not sick enough, you can wait. There are more serious cases. Be glad you do not have cirrhosis. This is the first time in France that your health decides the priority and selection of patients. We must be very sick in order to have a chance, and that's hard to accept.
The French Health Minister, Marisol Touraine, recently pledged to expand access to treatment for hepatitis C and to renegotiate the price. Rationing is likely to end by September this year.